Kevin, are you there? Please answer me right away.
Ramona, what's going on? I'm going overseas for a vacation today, and I'm just about to board my flight. Is something wrong?
Yes, you better get off that flight right now, because everything is wrong. Shirley is unconscious from her high fever. This isn't the time to be taking a vacation. You need to come back home right now.
What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. This is just a prank, right? You want me to get all worked up and surprise, joke's on me, huh?
This is not a prank, you fool. My daughter's life is on the line here. This isn't the sort of matter that you can joke about. She's unconscious because of such a high fever. I ended up calling an ambulance and we just arrived at the hospital. I just didn't know what else to do.
Your messages sound really convincing, I'll give you that, but don't think I'm such a fool as to fall for your lies.
Lies? What makes you think that I'm lying about any of this? The doctor said that if she makes it through the night, we'll have avoided a crisis, so I'm just praying that she'll come through.
This sounds exactly like one of her usual schemes. Shirley just needs to be at the center of everyone's attention, and she's such a drama queen. I can't even believe that she's gotten her own mother involved this time, just so she can pretend that she's sick. Don't fall for her games, Ramona. In fact, she deserves a good scolding from you for all the times that she has faked being sick.
How dare you imply that I'm lying to you about Shirley's condition? She's still unconscious, and the doctors are not even sure when or if she'll wake up.
You're really being serious?
Yes, and I'm glad that you finally understand how serious this is. I just don't know what I can do right now. God forbid that she doesn't wake up. If anything were to happen to my baby, I don't know if I'll ever be able to live with myself.
I knew it. I just had this feeling that something big was gonna happen.
Huh? I don't seem to understand what you're talking about.
Things are finally starting to look up for me. Boy, I am really lucky to be alive right now. If Shirley ends up not waking up and things take a turn for the worse, I'll be the sole recipient for her life insurance payout, right?
Don't say things like that. You'll just end up bringing bad luck. Right now, we can only pray that she wakes up and makes a full recovery. Oh, my poor daughter.
Wait, I just had a great idea. If her cause of death is an unforeseen accident and not because of an illness, the insurance payout will be a much larger amount. I'm a genius.
What are you even talking about?
Listen, Ramona, you're gonna bring Shirley outside right now.
What? I can't possibly bring her anywhere in her current state. Don't be ridiculous.
You don't need to do anything else, though. Just leave her out on the street and some unfortunate driver will eventually involve her in a tragic accident. Then it's goodbye, Shirley, and hello, insurance money.
That's enough. I refuse to listen to any more of this nonsense.
This isn't nonsense. In fact, it is one of the best ideas I've had in my entire life. And if all goes well, I'll even give you $200 for your effort.
I don't want a single penny of your tainted money.
That's perfectly fine with me. I mean, if you're willing to do this for free, there's nothing else I could ask, right?
I'm not doing anything for you. I want absolutely no part of your dirty scheme. I never imagined that you were such a sick-minded person. If I had known this, I would never have let Shirley marry you. And just imagine how shocked Shirley herself would be. She'll be absolutely devastated.
No need to worry about that. She's had a high fever since yesterday, so she probably won't make it anyways. And in that case, she'll never find out, at least on this side of the world.
You knew that Shirley was sick? But that doesn't make sense, because you said that she was just faking her illness before.
Oops, I guess you caught me in my lie.
So you left her all alone, knowing that she was suffering from a high fever? What kind of monster are you?
She was taking an over-the-counter fever reducer, but I took that away as well.
You took it away from her? So she had nothing to help with her symptoms? Why would you do such a thing?
Well, she stays at home every day and doesn't even work to earn any money. A lazy housewife like her is worth less than a pet dog. And that's why she doesn't deserve to be taking any medicine in the first place.
How could you be so insulting? Being a full-time housewife is a very respectable job, and definitely not an easy one either.
Are you crazy? What exactly is so hard about lying around all day in sweatpants? Or perhaps you've already started to lose your mind? How convenient that you're already in the hospital then. Maybe you should get checked in the neurology department for early dementia.
My mind is perfectly clear, you disrespectful pig.
Ouch. I was just trying to give you some advice. There's no need to bite my head off like that. I was just trying to show you a little consideration. You shouldn't repay kindness with ingratitude, Ramona.
Ingratitude? Are you crazy? After what you've just said about my daughter, you're the one who needs to get their head checked. This is ridiculous. Just forget it. I'm the stupid one for contacting you in the first place.
And you're absolutely right. Anyways, you'll let me know when Shirley is gone, right? It's almost time to board my flight, so I'm gonna go now. I'll be looking forward to your call. Goodbye.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing when he said that he was about to leave for a vacation, knowing that his wife was in the hospital unconscious. What kind of a husband does that? My name is Ramona. I'm a 58-year-old housewife. My daughter Shirley and her husband Kevin are both 31 years old. Shirley called me one day, said that she was too sick to get out of bed, and wanted me to bring her to the doctor's office. As I was asking about her symptoms, she suddenly stopped responding in the middle of our conversation. Worried out of my mind, I frantically rushed to her house, where I found her lying unconscious beside her bed, her phone still in her hand. I called the ambulance right away and she was rushed to the hospital. I never expected to hear from the doctor that she was in such a critical condition. I keep praying that she'll make it through the night because there's nothing else that I can do. Shirley's condition kept going back and forth and her symptoms took a long time to stabilize. And 1 week after that bonehead husband of hers left for his vacation, I received a message from a very unexpected person.
Please, you have to help me. This is an emergency. I've been trying to send a message to his wife, but it keeps getting rejected. Is this Kevin's mother-in-law? Please send me a reply right away.
Yes, I'm his mother-in-law. Who is this and how can I help you?
This is Kevin's friend, Missy.
Missy. And are you the one with whom he's taking a vacation since last week?
Yes, but that's not important right now. I need to get in touch with his wife right away. Can I leave a message with you?
What is it that you need to tell my daughter?
Her husband seems to be in cardiac arrest, but he's still overseas on vacation right now. You need to let her know right away.
Cardiac arrest? Are you sure?
Yes, I've been trying to shake him awake, but he hasn't responded. And no matter how many times I call his name, he just lies there. He doesn't have a heartbeat either.
That doesn't sound too good. You should call for an ambulance right away. And hurry if you want even the slightest chance of saving him.
But I can't speak Spanish. How am I supposed to explain the situation to them?
Is there anyone else that you're traveling with?
No, it's just me and Kevin, and I just don't know what to do. He's definitely not breathing either. I don't even know how to do CPR. You have to help me.
And where exactly are you right now?
We're at the resort hotel in Mexico City.
Then I'll speak to the hotel staff for you. So tell me exactly about Kevin's symptoms.
You can speak Spanish?
Not perfectly, but enough to hold a simple conversation.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, when was the first time that Kevin started to feel unwell?
About 2 days ago. He said that his joints were hurting and that he had the chills, even though it was blistering hot outside. And that night his fever just shot up.
I see. So I guess he caught the flu from her.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. And what happened next?
Last night he had no appetite and hardly touched his dinner. He said that he was going straight to bed because he couldn't stop shivering and his body was aching so badly. And this morning when I woke up, his body was just limp and I couldn't hear any heartbeat. He's gonna be okay, right?
Bring your phone with you and go to the hotel front desk right away. Just do as I say, okay?
Okay, I'll go down right away.
When you get to the front desk, call me on my phone and pass the phone to one of the staff as soon as we're connected.
Thank you so much. What would I have done without you? Oh, but what should I do about getting in touch with his wife?
My daughter is unable to answer her phone right now.
Why not? Is she okay?
There's no time to explain all of that right now. Are you at the front desk yet?
I'm just waiting for the elevator now.
Hurry up. This is a matter of life or death, so every little second counts.
I know. I'm hurrying as much as I can.
If you have the time to send a reply, why don't you just take the stairs?
Oh, look, the elevator is here.
I'll be waiting for your call then.
Thank you so much for speaking with the hotel staff earlier. I don't know how I'll ever repay you for your help.
It's really unfortunate about what happened to Kevin, though. I guess it was already too late to save him.
But he was taking medication that he'd brought from home. I don't know how this could have happened.
Perhaps that was the mistake. He probably shouldn't have been taking that medication for the flu.
What do you mean? Wait, I think I've heard that somewhere before.
Aspirin. It's pretty common in fever and pain medications, but it shouldn't be taken to treat the flu. I've heard that if it's taken in the wrong combination, there's the risk of becoming severely ill and can even cause acute brain fever. Didn't you read the warning label on the back of the box?
I forgot to check it that closely, but you're right, it does contain aspirin.
And you said that he brought that medication from home, right? So, I bet the box was already open, wasn't it?
How did you know that? You weren't even here when he took the medication.
My daughter was sick before Kevin left for that vacation. She took that medication as well and went into a coma because of it.
Oh my goodness! And what happened to her after that?
She's no longer his wife anymore.
I'm so sorry, I had no idea.
I may have misled you a bit. I'm sorry for not being clear enough. Let me explain. My daughter is very much alive right now, thank goodness. But she's legally divorced from Kevin already. That's what I meant when I said that she wasn't his wife anymore.
Oh, that's good news. And I can't believe how lucky I am. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this day.
What in the world are you so happy about?
Kevin's gone, but now that he's divorced, it means that I'm the recipient of his life insurance check.
I don't seem to understand what you're talking about.
And it's no surprise either, because we kept our relationship hidden. But Kevin and I are very much involved with one another, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. So, in other words, you're the one he's having an affair with.
Exactly. How did you figure that out? He even promised me that we'll be married one day.
I suspected that something was going on, but it's still quite a shock regardless.
I'm sorry to surprise you with this news.
You don't seem the least bit concerned about what you've done.
Is it that obvious? And in fact, you're absolutely right. I couldn't be happier hearing that they're already divorced.
Well, let me tell you something. You really believe that's how this is going to work out for you. What about my daughter?
I suppose I could spare a little money for her. Meh. Once I cash the insurance check from Kevin's life insurance, I could totally afford to pay some money if I had to.
How interesting. It's as if you know quite well how much his life insurance is actually worth.
Of course. And that's because I was the one who helped him sign up for that insurance plan in the first place. You probably don't know this, but I used to be in charge of selling insurance to the employees at his company, and he was my very first contract, so I remember the details very clearly.
So, the two of you met while you were selling insurance.
Yes. Yippee! Yay! But it was a really difficult job since I had to meet a certain quota every month. I ended up quitting after just 3 months, actually.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Back to the original matter. I just want to make sure. But you didn't leave Kevin unattended on purpose, knowing that he was in critical condition, did you?
I knew that things were looking pretty bad for him. I mean, he wasn't breathing. But I thought it was only at that moment, and if things went well, I assumed that he would eventually wake up.
So, you realized that something was wrong, but you just left him to suffer. That's really horrible of you.
Wait, if you promise that you'll keep quiet about that small detail, I'll give you $200.
It's not the first time I'm being offered money to keep quiet about something.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyways, can I ask you something?
Of course, what is it?
Have you and Kevin already gotten your marriage license?
Not yet. Remember, we're overseas right now? We'll have to wait until we're back home.
Well, in that case, the check from Kevin's life insurance will be sent to my daughter, who is now his ex-wife. I'm sorry to put a damper on your party, but it's too bad your excitement was short-lived.
What? How can that be?
You used to sell insurance as your job, right? Then I'm sure you learned this during your training.
I don't remember any of that. This is such a bummer. Now it's starting to look like the worst day of my life.
That's your problem now. Anyways, where are you now?
I'm at the hospital, of course. But now I know that I'm not getting any of his insurance money, so maybe I should just leave him and go home by myself.
If you do that, you can be charged with abandoning his dead body. Are you sure that you want to commit that kind of crime?
Oh, no, that'll be a big problem.
Then it looks like you should stay in the hospital with him until everything is in order.
This is not what I was expecting when he invited me to go on vacation with him. It's only caused me so much more trouble than it's worth.
Well, things could have ended up differently if you'd taken him to the hospital as soon as you realized that something was wrong with him.
If that were the case, I should have just left him outside on the street or something, if he was going to end up dead anyways. Same outcome, but less hassle for me.
Funny, that is not the first time I'm hearing that as well.
It just proves that everyone gets selfish and has evil thoughts when it comes to money, huh? If only some other unfortunate person had accidentally ended things for him, I wouldn't have had to deal with this huge mess. Oh, I'm just so disappointed.
You're just as big a piece of scum as Kevin. Don't you have any shame?
How rude. I just want to go back home and forget about all of this. But why do I have to be left with all this unnecessary burden?
I doubt that you'll be setting foot back at home for a while.
Why is that?
Because it's only a matter of time before you're arrested by the local police.
Oh, stop it. That's not even funny.
Yes, I'm sure that you wish that I were joking about this.
What? So you weren't just trying to play with me?
That's right. It's undeniably the truth.
You snitched on me to the cops?
I sure did, and I have no regrets about it either.
So I'm just doomed either way, whether I leave everything and go or whether I stay?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
You better not be mocking me.
Yes, yippee-yay.
That's enough. Shut your mouth already.
Fine, but one last thing before I do that. And these are my honest thoughts. Now that you have all the time in the world, I hope you'll finally be able to reflect on all of your previous mistakes. Especially since there's no chance of you coming back home for a long while.
That's much too severe of a punishment for me.
It's nothing more than what you deserve after what you've done.
What if I promised to give you $500? Then would you reconsider everything?
Absolutely not.
Then what about $700?
Oh, so you're willing to raise the price.
I knew that you were the type that'd do anything for money. If it's just the money that you're after, then fine. I'll pay you $1,000. What do you think?
Unfortunately, no amount of money from you will convince me to change my mind.
Well, if you weren't willing to take this bribe in the first place, you shouldn't have made it seem like you were interested in the first place.
I wonder how much longer you'll be able to keep up that aggressive attitude of yours. From what I've heard, the local prison is full of strong, bullish people, and it frightens me to think about what they're capable of.
Are you sure that I'm going to be thrown into the slammer? I didn't do that bad of a thing, did I?
said you were in Mexico City, right? The police there aren't always understanding towards foreigners, from what I understand. You'll have to obey their laws. I've heard some horror stories. The police can arrest you for simply walking down the street in a bikini if they feel like it. They see no reason to legally justify their behavior since their word is the law.
You're just trying to scare me. That's crazy.
If you don't believe me, why don't you look it up yourself? I'm sure that it'll come as one of the top hits in your search.
That's insane! Wait, I think the police are headed this way.
Mom, you haven't come back since you left to make a phone call, but is everything okay? Yes, there's nothing you need to worry about anymore. I'm just glad that you and Kevin's divorce has been finalized before all of this.
So, was it true? He was on vacation with his lover?
Yes, your hunch proved right.
I see.
By the way, he got the flu while he was on his vacation, but his symptoms took a turn for the worse. Unfortunately, he didn't make it.
What?
His so-called lover was right there while he was suffering and had realized that he was in a critical situation. But she was so intent on getting his life insurance money that she just left him unattended until it was too late to revive him.
How could she do such a thing?
But as a result, she's now at the local police station getting interrogated, but more likely than not, she'll be heading straight for jail.
I guess it was fate that they ended up with each other. You know how they say that birds of a feather flock together? They were meant to be together.
And now, both of them can thoroughly repent their wrongdoings, although they're no longer together since Kevin is dead. Let's just take care of you for now. I'm here for you whatever you need. You need to rest, physically and emotionally. In the meantime, I'll find a good lawyer that can help us with this case.
Thanks, Mom. You're the best.
Oh, no, sweetie. I'm just so grateful that you pulled through. And I want you to take good care of yourself from now on, okay?
I'm only here because of everything that you did for me. You saved me when I needed you the most. Thank you. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you for everything.
Don't be silly. The fact that you're still alive is more than enough for me. I know that it wasn't easy for you to acknowledge Kevin's infidelity, but he's gone now. I hope that more than enough happiness will come your way now to make up for everything that he had taken away from you.
Thanks, Mom. I love you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to see more content.